boys and girls, it's Mrs. Paddock. I hope that you're doing well. For social studies, we're talking about different jobs and different professions that people have. I have a story for you. It is called When I Grew Up, and it's written by Al Yankovic. Now, Al Yankovic, your parents may probably know him better as Weird Al. He is kind of a funny artist who takes songs by different artists, different singers, and then he changes the words to make them very funny. So if your parents let you, maybe you should check him out and watch some of his funny videos. Again, his name is Weird Al if you're looking for his songs. But this book, he goes by Al Yankovic. Okay, hope you enjoy the book. I waited so long for the hours to pass, but soon it was noon there in Miss Crump's class. And Thursday at noon, as I'm sure you know well, is the time of the week when we do show and tell. And this week, the subject so special to me was, when I grow up, what am I gonna be? Well, that's something I'd really been thinking about, and I just couldn't wait to let all those thoughts out. So, when Mrs. Crump said, "Who's ready to share?" you can guess who was there with his hand in the air. I raised both my hands just as high as they'd go, and I bounced up and down, and then, what do you know? Well, Mrs. Crump picked me, yes, me, to go first. Oh, I was so happy I thought I would burst. I proudly stood up and began my oration concerning my choice for a future vocation. Esteemed friends and colleagues, and dear Mrs. Crump, I know what I'm going to be when I grow up. Oops. Why, I'll be the greatest chef you've ever seen. The world will go crazy for my haute cuisine. I'll tantalize taste buds with my rigatoni sautéed with black truffles and pickled bologna, surrounded by kumquats and candied pig's feet, topped with shrimp-flavored lollipops. Bon appetit! My walls will be filled with awards that I've gotten for toast on a stick and my Twinkies au gratin. My kitchen will be the most famous in France, so make reservations 12 years in advance. There's no doubt about it. I'm certain you'll see a world-renowned chef is what I'm gonna be. I think chef would be great. Well, that's very nice, Billy, sweet Mrs. Crump said. Who wants to be next? Maybe Susie or Fred? I said, hey, hold the phone. I haven't departed. Hang on to your seats, because I'm just getting started. What? Let's see if the book doesn't fall this time. See, maybe instead I could be a snail trainer. Man, that would be awesome. Why, that's a no-brainer. I'll teach all my snails to do really neat tricks. They'll play dead, roll over, and even fetch sticks. Of course, all the sticks will have to come back 2 years later, but working with snails, I mean, what could be greater? They'll do any stunt that I like. Holy moly, I'll train them to pedal a bike really slowly, then jump, ooze, through a huge ring of fire and crawl at a snail's pace across a high wire. Then finished by writing my name with their trails. That's right, I'll be Billy, the master of snails. Oh, that sounds like an interesting job too. Or else, maybe I'll be the lathe operator who makes the hydraulic torque wrench calibrator, which fine-tunes the wrench that's specifically made to retighten the nuts on the lateral blade that's directly beneath the main radial sockets inside cooling systems on X-14 rockets. And since this profession's as cool as can be, well, who would be better to do it than me? Say, here's an idea. Perhaps, just for laughs, I might make my living by milking giraffes. It's oh so cliche to get milk from a cow. I bet all those cows need a break anyhow. Imagine me milking way up in the air. I'd use a tall ladder instead of a chair. What? Would you milk a giraffe? I don't know about that. What? Milking giraffes? Mrs. Crump said. Oh, please. I countered. Well, how else would we make giraffe cheese? Now, don't interrupt me. I'm not really through yet. There's still lots of stuff that I'm planning to do yet. Because maybe I'll be a gorilla masseuse. Do you want to give a gorilla a massage? Oh dear, not me. Although it sounds like an interesting job. see what other jobs he's coming up with. Oh, or an artist who sculpts out of chocolate mousse. I think I'd probably eat most of that. Or a rodeo clown, or a movie director, or maybe a professional pickle inspector, or a big sumo wrestler, or a hedge fund investor, or smelly pit sniffing deodorant tester. Ew, that would be gross. I wouldn't want to sniff somebody's armpits. Yuck. Or I'll be an expert on nuclear fission, or else a foot model, or a friendly mortician, or a waiter, or skater, or a master debater, or dinosaur dusting museum curator, or TV repairman, or sidewalk sign waver, or part-time assistant tarantula shaver. Would you like to shave tarantulas? No. And that's about when Mrs. Crump said, "Now, Billy, please make up your mind. This is getting quite silly. Which one of those things are you going to choose?" I shuffled around and I looked at my shoes. And finally, I said, my great-grandfather Bob, yeah, he's been a whole lot of things. He's had a whole bunch of jobs. A butcher, a barber, a bellman, a bouncer, a telephone psychic, a bingo announcer. And you know what? He just turned 103 and he's still not quite sure what he wants to be. You see, I'm only 8 now, so frankly, I'm hoping that you'll cut me some slack if I leave the options open. Let's just wait and find out what my future brings. Hey, I might have time to do all of those things. And then the bell rang and we all went to lunch. And as I was sipping my pineapple punch, I pondered professions that I'd like to enter, like brave firefighter or a crazy inventor. Or maybe, just maybe now, when I grow up, I can be a great teacher like dear Mrs. Crump. So we did a little picture for her. It says, Teacher Billy, for Mrs. Crump, love Billy. Aw, isn't that cute? So what do you think? Yeah, there's lots of things that you could be. Do you just have to pick one? No way, not at all. And I have to say, I'm going to show you the picture of Weird Al at the end. I think he kind of looks like me. He's just missing the glasses. He's got the curly hair like me. Maybe that's why I like him. He looks just like me. There you go, my friends. Hope you enjoyed this story. Love you, miss you. Talk to you soon. Bye.